Hi guys, welcome to my walkthrough of the new recipe manager app that I made using Rails. And this is just a basic app that can store a user's recipes and ingredients and um, just basically manage them. And you will be able to see recipes listed over here once I have something in the database. So right now the database is empty. So we'll go ahead and try creating a new recipe. So when you click on add new recipe, it's going to ask you to be logged in. So that's a security feature that I built using the devise gem. It was super easy to integrate into the app. They have really good documentation. So I'm going to go ahead and log in, and then I'm going to try creating a new recipe. So here you see the new recipe form. It has the name, description, instructions, and you can choose an image for the recipe. And that comes, this image is being processed by a gem called paperclip. So that was also very easy to integrate because they have very good documentation as well. And then we have these ingredients, which I have set up using the DB seeds. So they will just be there by default. And then a user can add a new ingredient also if they don't see the listed ingredients on this. So let's go ahead and create a new recipe. I'm going to try creating a sandwich. This is going to be a simple sandwich, not sandwich, sandwich recipe. And then I'm going to copy some paragraph just to pretend that that's the instruction, but please do not do this. It's just lorem ipsum. And then I'm going to choose a recipe image, which I have downloaded off the internet. And okay, so that's a sandwich image. And then I am going to add some ingredients to it. I'm going to add some ingredients that are already existing in the database. So I'm going to add onion, which is one onion that is sliced. I've kept the quantity to be a string because the measure for ingredients can be different in different places, and there are different ways that you can measure them. So for now, I am leaving it as a string so the user can choose what they want to put in there. Okay, so I'm going to use onion, and then I'm going to use maybe some mustard, some ketchup, and I'm going to be 1 tablespoon of each. I like them mixed together for some reason. Okay, 1 tablespoon of each, and then okay, and what else? We do need bread, so let's go ahead and add bread. Okay, and then I'm going to add a new ingredient. So what can we add as a new ingredient? I don't see tomatoes. Let's add a tomato in there. I'll add 1 sliced tomato. Okay, so I think now this new recipe is ready to be submitted. So we'll submit this. And there you go. You can see the recipe show page. It brings us this nice description, the name of the recipe, the description, ingredients, instructions, and the picture. And suppose if I don't want to have, now if I don't want some of the ingredients on this, I can go back and edit that recipe. And it shows me here what are the current ingredients. Now this is the edit page for the recipe. And you can change the name of the recipe, so you can call it simple sandwich. And then if you want to change a picture, you can change the picture out here, but I want to leave it at that. I don't want ketchup on this recipe, so I can go ahead and remove the ketchup from this recipe. And there you can see the ingredients. There's no ketchup in there. So that's what it does. And so we have all this, and now that recipe shows up in here in the front. And you can keep adding new recipes. So if I add a new recipe, say I want to add chicken biryani, and then I add flavor, and I add the description saying flavorful rice and chicken recipe. I'm going to say Indian, because that's more like an Indian thing. Indian rice and chicken recipe. And then I'm going to go ahead and copy that paragraph one more time, just to pretend that those are the instructions. And then this time I'm not going to choose an image. So the way this adding an image is happening is with a gem called the paperclip gem. So that has really good documentation, and also this login logout feature that is being done by the devise gem. That is a very popular gem for authentication and authorization purposes. Okay, and then so this is a new recipe, so I'm going to go ahead and pick my ingredients now. I'm going to 1, and then I'm going to add some chicken, maybe a pound of chicken. Then I definitely need some rice, 1 cup. And okay, so I don't see some of the ingredients in here, so again I'm going to go ahead and add some. So I'm going to say, this time I'm not going to add just one, I'm going to add a lot of ingredients. So I'm going to say turmeric. We will need turmeric powder. And then we'll say 1 teaspoon. And we'll say coriander powder, 2 tablespoons. And let's add some pepper to make it spicy. Pepper powder. Maybe 1 teaspoon should be okay. We don't want it too spicy. Okay, so we have now like 3 new ingredients being added along with existing ingredients. And this is a new recipe. So let's go ahead and submit this and see how it works. Okay, so here you see it has taken the first 3 ingredients which were already in the database, and then we add the 3 new ingredients. So it's doing all in one form, which is using the nested form. It's a really great way to add information to your site without having the user go to multiple places and trying to add them. So this is how it shows up. So I have now 2 recipes, and it can just keep going on, and anytime I want to see a recipe I can just click on instructions and I go to that recipe. And then apart from this, I also thought, what if the user just wanted to like not include some ingredients? So you could manage ingredients in here. Maybe you just want to add ingredients for no apparent reason. You can go ahead and add a new ingredient from here. So let's add bologna. I don't even know what that is, but yes, let's go ahead and add it. And it gives me an error. Oh my gosh, I don't think he knows what it is. Let's go ahead and fix it. So I am going to go to the ingredients controller because that's where we got to fix it. That's where we got the error from. So we are at create, and his problem is he doesn't know who this guy is. So I'm going to find out why he doesn't know that. Of course, because this has been commented off. Let's go ahead and refresh and see what happens. There you go. Bologna has been added. So that's a simple walkthrough of my recipe manager app. Anytime you don't like a recipe, you can always go ahead and delete it. Ta-da! No more chicken biryani. Thank you so much for watching.